This is Jesus in the wilderness. 1, temptation. I know you were weary that day 40 days in the wilderness. What was that wilderness like? Dry dust and swirling wind, no color, as the devil's flowers do not give birth to seeds here. What is it to live in the devil's forest like a goat, wild and yearning, tempted of strong of will, yet weak of mind? What is it to want? What is temptation but yielding of flesh? How fast did your heart beat against ribcage in anger at these tantalizing measures of relief? No one talks about limbs weakening or rats gnawing your belly, lice in your hair like in the belly of the ship. No one speaks about that. In order to build a saint, one needs to gloss over the body's ordinariness, needs to forget there is mess and nastiness in the gut, the dried throat swallowing saliva, the ache of spit traveling along the side of your lips and down your neck back, the contract of stomach, its punch all uneven, each like an XXX of fists. 2, how not to drown in desire. Days stretched like a bending river. Days stretched and curled like a meandering river. When days began to stretch, when his days began to curl, when his days became a meandering river, its undertow dragging him. When the days became deceptive, a river meandering its undertow. When his days became a meandering river, when his days began to curl into a river, when his days stretched and curled, when his days stretched curling into a river, whose undertow dragged him weary to the surface. 3, sufferation. When his days stretched curling into a river, when his undertow ripped his skin right to soul, he who believed stood firm in dry dust, where flowers do not give birth from seeds, where wild goats stroll. No one talks of his trembling limbs, the gnawing rats in his gut, the fleas congregating to party in his hair. No one talks of the reptile's gopher as the devil sucked succulent orange over 40 days and nights, while he who believed stitched, then unpicked the stitches from his bloody lips. How the taunt of the apple juice ached his neck back in the ripe stench of the boat's belly, and how it gripes, the dry heaves scraping his neck back, his stomach swelling, pregnant with emptiness. Since those days, we fast in our thirst for salvation, long forgotten, the bloodied nip for the nailed palm's location.